A damning report from a UK-based climate think tank has named the Minerals Council of Australia, the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the New South Wales Minerals Council as the top three organisations for undermining climate policy in Australia. Mining giants BHP, Santos, Rio Tinto and Glencore were found to have the most concentrated network of links to industry associations who continue to work against Paris-aligned policy. The report was written by InfluenceMap, which provides data and analysis to major investors on how businesses are affecting climate policy around the world. You have the Minerals Council as the worst lobby group in Australia for blocking policy. What do you expect, though, when you look at the Minerals Council's members? A lot of them are coal miners. I mean, how much climate lobbying do you think they're going to do?
I think reform is out of the question. And I think what needs to be seen is that high-level statements now on climate change from these groups that appear nominally positive need to be aligned with their detailed regulatory engagements. That's what investors want to see, and particularly investors want to see them align their positions with science-based policy.
It's more words than action?
This seems to be what our research is pointing to at the moment. And we're taking those high-level words and placing them in the context of the detailed action. And this is where sort of our rankings and assessments are coming from.
What is it about BHP, do you think, that isn't where actions isn't matching the words that it's putting out?
Yeah, sure. And as you point out, that's correct. BHP has done a lot on the transparency front recently and has made commitments that I'm sure investors will see as a positive step. This assessment really is looking instead at sort of the sort of impact and the action, the activities. So that ranking of BHP is coming from the fact that they have the largest network of links to industry associations that we judge to be the most negatively influential.
In order to essentially rank better on the InfluenceMap scale, BHP would actually just have to quit them.
Look, as I said, we're not an advocacy group. We don't give advice, certainly. We're just the data people. The onus is really on, I think, the companies now to find a way of producing meaningful reform in their industry associations. While the transparency measures we've seen as a positive step, this is not currently being followed by meaningful reform, despite investors engaging on BHP on this issue for the best part of 4 years. So I think the onus lies with the companies now.